down and see most of you this morning. So good to see all of you in the Eagles Nest this morning on what will be a great Tuesday, November 9th. So it is going to be a great day. We're going to make it a great day today. Only a couple more days here in the Eagles Nest because we are not here on Thursday as we celebrate Veterans Day holiday. So we have today, Wednesday, and Friday. So looking forward to the last 3 days of the week here in the Eagles Nest. Hey, Eagles, we want to make sure that we're following the Fairview Five. It's not just something we talk about. It's something that we want to do each and every day. We want to actively listen to the speaker. We want to keep our hands and feet to ourselves. We want to make sure that we're cleaning up our area. We're being kind to others with our words and our actions, and we are doing our best. Leads us into a scholar pledge that says, as a Fairview scholar, I choose integrity, excellence, and teamwork. Today, I will soar to new heights and do my best. I am a Fairview Eagle, and I will be successful. You will be successful today because you are in the Eagles Nest. Hey, just a couple of reminders. Let's make sure that we are earning our Class Dojo points. The goal is 100 points. That is your goal. So if you're sitting at 99 points, that's not going to be good enough, right? You got to be at 100 or above to get into the Scholar Dollar store this month. So you've got about another week to earn some of those points. Also, make sure you are wearing your mask and wearing your one card. So there's a couple scholars right here wearing their one card around their neck. And then, of course, that mask is over your mouth and nose at all times. Thank you for making sure that you are doing those things, because that helps you not only be a great scholar and be an elite scholar, but it helps you become a Scholar of the Week and also who our next level champions are. So our third grade scholars got to eat in the cafeterias. First time we've had any scholars in the cafeteria in over a year and a half. And so they enjoyed their time yesterday. But I want to shout out the third grade scholars because they did something yesterday. After they left the cafeteria, I walked into the cafeteria. It was like they were never there. It was so clean. They cleaned up after themselves. That's a Fairview 5 rule. But how awesome is that? So make sure, I will say this, third grade's trying to eat in there all year, right? Because they are trying to win that cafeteria belt again. So make sure that if you are not one of the grade, if you're not in third grade, you are trying to win that cafeteria belt by making sure you're getting in line. You're using your manners with our cafeteria staff, and you're getting back in line and getting back into your classroom. So congratulations, of course, to our third grade scholars for winning that for this week, but also congrats on and thank you for cleaning up after yourself in the cafeteria, for setting that standard. Great job. Hey, so we're talking about Native American Heritage Month all throughout the month of November. And so we've talked about a couple of things, right? We know that it started in the year 1990. We know that just over 2% of the United States population identifies as Native American. So then we broke that down the other day, right? By 2% of 328 million, it's over 6.5 million people identify as Native Americans. And then we talked about the counties in North Carolina, right? Guilford County, where we live, in High Point or in Greensboro, or those are, oh, yeah, that's it. I was about to say Thomasville, somewhere completely different. So in High Point or Greensboro, if we live there for Guilford County, that's one of 100 counties. And then so we showed you this map as well, which breaks down the 8 tribes that are currently in North Carolina. And here's the 8. So the other day we talked about the Kahari tribe. And today we'll talk about the Haliwa-Saponi Indian tribe. I'm excited about that one. So the Kahari tribe, just to review, they were in Sampson County, North Carolina. Remember that red area, Sampson County, but I want you to remember every time we look in the morning, that arrow pointing up there is where we are, in Guilford County. We learned a little bit about the Kahari tribe yesterday. They have their own school system. They've been around since the 1700s. Well, today we're talking about the Haliwa-Saponi Indian tribe. Now, in red up there is where they currently reside and have been residing since the 1700s, and that is Halifax County, North Carolina. So remember, Guilford County's right up there, right? A little bit further. If I do any further, my hand will get cut off. But it's right up there, right? Remember where that arrow was? So not too far away. But if we use our directional arrow, our compass, they are to the east of Guilford County, northeast to be exact, but to the east, which means they're over towards the right. So let's learn a little bit about the Haliwa-Saponi Indian tribe. Well, currently, they have 3,800 or 3,800 current members, and they are the third largest tribe in the state. So they have currently almost 4,000 members, and they are the third largest tribe in the state. Most of the members live still today, of course, in Halifax County in a very tight-knit community. And that's, of course, in Halifax and Warren County. And look at this. Since the late 19th century, the tribe has created schools and other institutions to preserve. The word preserve means to save its culture and identity. And there's a couple of pictures up there. They have the oldest powwow. Now, a powwow is a Native American tradition where there's singing, there's dancing, there's drumming, right? And it's to preserve, of course, and to celebrate the past and the present and the future of Native American tradition. So there's a couple of pictures there of the powwow that they have. Now, the Kahari tribe, of course, had a powwow as well. All of the tribes you'll see have powwows, as that is a custom and something that happens all the time in Native American culture. But how they do it and when they do it is different depending on the tribe. So the Hallowi-Saponi tribe has the oldest powwow, and it is held every April. So once this coming April, they'll have another powwow with their 3,800 current members that they have. So looking forward to continuing to walk through. We have 6 more tribes to walk through, and then we're going to start trying to find what are some similarities between those tribes and some differences. When you're reading a story in class, a lot of times you have to find the details, things that are the same, things that are different. What is the author trying to tell you? Well, we're going to do the same thing with the tribes. What are some of the things that are the same? What are some of the things that are different? And what does that mean for each of the cultures and each of the tribes? Hey, looking forward to seeing you in action today. It is going to be a fantastic day in the Eagles Nest. Hey, I'm looking forward to making sure that you are not only following the Fairview 5, but having a fantastic day as well. Make sure you get after it today. And also make sure if you come across an obstacle in class, remember, an obstacle is something that gets in our way. It can either be physical or mental. Physical would be, right, this is radio, walkie-talkie. It is an obstacle in the way of the camera right now. That's physical, right? But also my mindset, how I think about myself, can also be an obstacle. So if you come across a word problem today, or a word in class, or a letter sound, or whatever it may be, and you don't quite know it yet, that is okay, because you can come over that and overcome that obstacle just by believing in yourself and doing the right thing, because you got an awesome staff member and teacher in front of you today doing great things. Hey, looking forward to seeing you in action at 7:36. Time to get after today. Remember, scholars, to be great because you are great. Have an awesome Tuesday.